everyone. This is Deborah Basca. I am so excited to be hosting this webinar tonight. On behalf of all of the coaches that invited you to this call tonight. I am from Kansas City. I've been a coach for 4.5 years, and prior to being a Beachbody coach, I was an executive in corporate America. I worked there for almost 20 years, right out of college. Just worked my way up that proverbial ladder, climbing that ladder of success, just like I was taught to do. And who knew that I would be sitting here today, basically retired at the age of 47. That's what I think is so cool about this, because I am definitely not somebody who ever thought I would be successful doing something like this. And I'm not somebody that probably should be successful doing something like this, if that makes any sense. I'm a raging introvert. I am almost a social recluse. I don't have a large circle of friends. I don't like to share stuff. Or sell stuff. This is not the kind of thing that I ever would have thought I would wanted to have done. But here's the difference. This company has absolutely changed my life and changed my husband's life and changed my family's life. So when you're talking about representing something or being part of kind of a movement, really, a movement of health and fitness and eating real food and sweating and just doing real things to get healthy and fit, when you're part of something like that, it's not selling. It doesn't require me to be extroverted and have parties at my house and tables at events. It just simply requires me to share and be an example. And so that's why you have been invited to this call tonight, because somebody thought that you would make a great coach, because you are already probably sharing and leading by example, or you're somebody that has expressed an interest in really wanting to improve your own health and fitness. And I can tell you, being a Beachbody coach, there's nothing like being a coach to add extra accountability to your own health and fitness lifestyle. So as I mentioned, I have been a coach for about 4.5 years. I have achieved a level of success. I'm in the top 100 in the company, and the coaches on this team are on the team that is really the most successful team in the whole entire network. We have over 400,000 coaches now. So being a part of our team is definitely going to set you up for success, because not only are you going to have access to the resources that Beachbody gives you, they give all their coaches, but you have access to experienced coaches that have been there, done that. And we have developed a lot of our own training that teach you how to build a business on social media, how to use Facebook, how to use Twitter, how to use Instagram, how to talk to people, just like we're talking to you today. So you are definitely set up for success, and you've made the right decision to join us tonight. So I mentioned a little bit about how I got started with Beachbody. I came as a customer, just like so many coaches have done. Basically, before I found Beachbody, right before that, I was newly sober. So I was on a new journey in my life, and eyes wide open, kind of a whole new perspective of life. There was two things that were really kind of still unstable in the life that I was living. One was easy to fix. It was my health and my fitness. I just turned 40, and I looked in the mirror, with my new sober eyes, and I just saw this old woman. This old, frail, tiny, wrinkly, weak woman. And I wondered where that me that I used to be had gone, because I was a dancer, I was fit, I'd done all these things in my life, but in the last 10 years, I had basically I'd gone on a complete fitness hiatus, but I had just basically withered away, shrunk away, and lost every aspect of myself. So I set out on a journey to begin getting fit again. And I hired a personal trainer, did that for a couple of months, started having great success. And then my husband said, let's do P90X. Well, the story just kind of ends there. I never looked back. I never went back to a personal trainer. I realized that you don't have to go to a gym to get fit. In fact, we both got in better shape than we'd ever been in our whole entire lives. And from that workout, we continued doing additional workouts. And when I say this company has changed my life, my family's life, my husband has lost 55 pounds. And he has completely reversed his diabetes. He has, he's no longer on cholesterol medications. He's a completely different person. Here he is right here. I have to show you because I'm sitting here looking at this picture. And he's incredibly handsome and hot. And he is 56 years old. So I'm super proud of him, and I'm grateful for all that Beachbody has done in our lives. And I'm really grateful that we got to be together on this yacht in the middle of San Francisco Bay, thanks to Beachbody. So that's what I mean by it changes people's lives. This is not just selling stuff. If somebody had not reached out to me, my coach, on Facebook, just like probably your coach reached out to you, if somebody hadn't reached out to me on Facebook and asked me how I was doing with insanity, because I was posting about it anyway, right? I was already sharing my journey. I wouldn't be living this life that I'm living today. And I can't even imagine what that would be like, because the other area of my newly sober life that was just completely eyes wide open, just not good for me at all, was my career. I mean, I had everything that a person could want, right? I had just gotten a promotion. I was making 6 figures. I had 5 weeks of vacation. We had our insurance paid for. You know, I had a title, I had an office, I had people reporting to me. But I can tell you, I was so miserable. And I felt like I was wearing shoes that didn't fit. I never felt like I was where I belonged for that whole 20 years. And I convinced myself that it was what I wanted to do and that it was all good because I didn't know any different. I mean, who does these kinds of things? I certainly don't do those kinds of things. But I can tell you, when I was approaching my 20-year anniversary, about this same time, I looked ahead at the next 20 years and I thought, oh my gosh. Somebody called this the golden handcuffs. And I felt so strapped and I felt so chained to doing what I was doing. I was stuck. I'd worked my way into this golden handcuff situation where it was sweet in many ways, but it was not a free life, right? I felt totally trapped. And, you know, in our family at that time, you know, we were a 2 6-figure income family. I mean, but we were still living paycheck to paycheck. I mean, that's just crazy. You know, working harder and harder, longer and longer, never to get ahead. I mean, it was a good life. I'm not going to complain. I mean, there's so many people that struggle much more than we were. But I can tell you that we were financially, that was one of our biggest worries as a family, as a couple, as my husband and I. So today, again, fast forward to today, if somebody hadn't mentioned this to me, that, you know, this might be something that you want to look at. If somebody hadn't approached me and said, you might want to discount with that Shakeology that you're going to start using, then I wouldn't be where I am today. I mean, freedom of time, freedom of finances, spent the last 4 years at home with my teenagers. And now one's in college, one's going off to college next year. And I can tell you, I've never been at home with them. I worked all the way through my maternity leave and even worked at home after I had them. And I've never spent that kind of quality time with them. And, you know, my husband and I, we're both retired now and doing this wonderful business. And we spend time together. We have dreams. I mean, when we think about our ideal future, we know we can achieve it. It's not something that's like we have to win the lottery to achieve, because we're already, you know, we've already achieved more than we ever thought, retiring together 10 years before our plan. So that's a little bit about my story. There's so many other stories I could share with you. I hope you took a moment to watch the story that I shared on our Facebook event. But I want to tell you a little bit more about Beachbody and what it is as a company in case you're not familiar, and then how you get started as a coach yourself. Beachbody is the #1 name in health and fitness, and it has been around for, I believe, 17 years now. And it's made its kind of fame in infomercials, right? And so when you think about the coaching network, it's name recognition that we are offering to people. We're not, saying do some obscure thing. These are things that they're seeing on infomercials, and they're seeing all over social media, and they're seeing in many other places. And then we can bring that real life experience to them and say, yeah, I've done that, or I have a friend that did that, and here's what the results were, and I know this stuff works. So that's really the credibility that we bring as coaches, is we've been there, done that. But Beachbody, the P90X, Insanity, Turbo Fire, those are our 3 products that really hit it big in the beginning. And now we have Insanity Max 30 and 21 Day Fix, which has been the most successful product that we've ever launched of all time, because it is a complete game changer. Beachbody's always been committed to bringing you fitness, nutrition, and support. But with the 21 Day Fix, we've really taken that nutrition aspect to the next level by providing our customers with a plan, an eating plan they can use for any kind of workout. So all of the programs that we're making going forward, at least so far, are all featuring the portion control container system, which you can use that with any program, with running, with CrossFit, with any of our Beachbody programs. In addition to the workout programs, we have Shakeology, which is, it's not a protein shake. So if you're thinking, well, I use a protein shake, or I can use some other protein shake, it's not a protein shake. That's the first thing you need to know about Shakeology. It's nutrition. It's 70 plus minerals and vitamins. It's 40 plus superfoods. It's antioxidants, adaptogens, which help with stress, which we all need. It's got antioxidants, which we all know helps fight free radicals and things, prebiotics, probiotics, no fake sugars, and no fake chemicals, no fake anything. So all you have to do is read the label. Read the label of what you're using or what your friends are using. Read the label of Shakeology, and it tells the story. And like I said, again, it has been clinically proven to reduce blood sugars and improve testosterone and all kinds of health things that we need to make ourselves not so reliant on medication, right? But to make our bodies reliant on good, solid fuel, food. Shakeology is made with whole foods, not isolates. So that's another really amazing thing about this product. So I could go on and on about that. Hopefully you've tried it. If you have not, definitely ask for a sample from your coach. But really, Beachbody is the first company that has brought all these things together. There's other exercise companies. There's other shake and nutrition companies. And there's other support, I suppose. Weight Watchers would come to mind as a support system, but Beachbody brings it all together so that we give you the complete package, so that our customers are set up for ultimate success. We know you can't out-train a bad diet. We know that if you just sit around all day, that your body isn't going to be healthy, your lungs, your heart, they're not going to be super strong. And if you don't have that support, right, that's the difference maker. You probably know, or you may yourself have, some of these workout programs that have been sitting on the shelf and you haven't finished them. That's because you haven't gotten hooked up with a coach, or your friends haven't gotten hooked up with a coach and one of our challenge groups that help keep you accountable, help keep you motivated, give you a person to ask questions to. Even if you've got a personal trainer, like I did for a few months, which I loved. I thought it was great, but it was a little costly. I had to go to her. She didn't come to me. And I didn't have her on speed dial for 24/7 support, right? With our coaching and our challenge groups, you can get out there and you can ask that question any time of day, text, whatever, and you're going to get a response. And if it's not from your coach, it's going to be from one of your fellow challengers. You know that somebody's always got your back. Somebody's there to help you and support you and keep you going. So that's the difference maker. That's what Beachbody brings to the market that other health and fitness companies don't have. So the big question that you might be wondering is, how do you get started as a coach, and how are you successful as a coach? Well, most coaches start out as customers, or they come into the coaching business directly and they get their own challenge pack. And a challenge pack is going to give you your workout program. It's going to give you your first 30 days of Shakeology. It's going to give you 30 days access to our Beachbody On Demand, which is Beachbody streaming on computers, iPhones, laptops, Roku, Apple TV, whatever. And Beachbody On Demand, it's like our newest product that we are continually able to add improvements to. So we are launching new workouts, exclusive workouts that are only available on Beachbody On Demand. So it is a really amazing product offer. You get 30 days access to that included in your challenge pack. And when you get a challenge pack, you get your coaching fee waived. Otherwise, that's a $40 enrollment. So let's just think about it. Our challenge packs right now, we've got 6 challenge packs on sale in the month of November for $140. So you're looking at $140 for a package that you're going to use yourself to get your own self healthy and fit and improve your own lifestyle. And you get to set up your own business. Kind of makes dollars and cents, doesn't it? That's what I really love about Beachbody is your investment is only your own product use, because being a product of the product is really what it's all about, right? So that's how most coaches are going to get started. And you can definitely talk with your referring coach about the challenge pack that's best for you. We have almost every workout program that we offer comes in a challenge pack. Once you get your challenge pack, once you get enrolled as a coach, your business is live. You have a turnkey business. I mean, you have immediate access to your coach online office, which has all of your coaching tools. It has marketing tools. It has training tools. It has webinars, videos, a success library for personal development, all of your customer information, commission information, product information, everything all right there on your desktop, or access it on your phone. Also, your retail websites are live. So what do you get as a coach? You get your online office, but you also get your retail stores. So what this means is you don't have to go out and buy a domain name. You don't have to go invest in hosting a website because it's already there for you. There's a $15.95 per month fee for your business, and that it covers all of these hosting and marketing tools and etc. And if you do decide to sign up as a discount coach, or a coach that really just wants to use the products and take advantage of the 25% discount, then you still do pay that fee. And it kind of is like a Sam's Club membership, right? You don't get to go in and get the discount on the products unless you pay the membership fee. So that's how you get started. It's as easy as that. Perhaps you want to go right into a challenge group and start working on your own health and fitness. Perhaps you want to jump into our new coach basics training programs that we offer so that you can start learning how to share what you do. Either way, you choose the path. And I posted a picture in our team Facebook page as well about choosing your path. So some coaches are going to decide to start off as what we call a personal use coach, a discount coach, a wholesale customer, and really you just get your 25% discount on all your products. And if all you ever use is Shakeology, you are still going to save money. Even though you're paying that membership fee, you're still going to pay less money, bottom line, than you would if you were paying full price retail. And then 25% discount on everything. Plus you get privy to all the coach specials, all the fun stuff that we do. If you are kind of in the middle and we kind of call it a hobby coach, then maybe you want to really focus on your own health and fitness, but you're intrigued by the idea of making a little extra money. Maybe you could use a little Christmas cash. Maybe you'd like to pay for your own Shakeology. Maybe you like the idea of not having that be an expense in your budget, but something that doesn't cost you anything. Then you can certainly get involved in our coach training and start learning how to do that. In addition, we have the all-in coach. And the all-in coach, you know, you're not going to go all in and start saying, yeah, I'm going to work a full-time hours building my business. But you're somebody that has stated, you've stated to your coach, I want to do this. I want to learn how to do what you do and live the kind of life that you have and help as many people as you have helped. And you state your claim when you go in and say, that's what I want to do. Now, really, it doesn't matter where you start. We have so many coaches that start as discount coaches, and then, like me, I did, and then we get bit by that bug, and we say, okay, I want to learn how to do this because this is what I never knew I always wanted to be when I grow up. And that was what I said. I said, this is exciting. This is fun. Now, I don't know if I'm going to make this be my real career, because again, who does that? But I know it's fun, and it's a lot more fun and gives me a lot more warm fuzzies than my current job was giving me, right? Which would be none. And from there, I totally started learning the business. And I didn't tell you the end of my story, did I? So about 6 months after I became a coach, and I was really excited by the business. I mean, again, I wasn't making a lot of money, but every little bit of money I made, I just felt like it was this huge thing. And I was like so excited. And I just kept learning, and I kept helping, and I kept sharing. And I was kind of starting to dream. I thought, I could do something else. I really still hadn't quite decided I could do this, but I thought I could do something else. I don't have to stay at this job forever. So see, I was already growing as a person, right? Which was really exciting. I started circulating my resume around. About 6 months after, all of the turmoil and the politics and all of that in my company came to a head, and I lost my job. 1 month shy of my 20-year anniversary. Didn't make it for the watch or whatever the gift was. So that was very traumatic. I mean, sure, I wasn't happy there, but still, when you've spent 20 years of your life someplace and you've been hanging out with a lot of the same people for 20 years, and that's ripped away from you, you feel a loss. You definitely feel a loss. And there were definitely a lot of tears, and a lot of fear, right? Because by this time I had the insurance for our family. I had, my husband was doing real estate. So I was the one that brought in the paycheck every 2 weeks. So it was very scary. But you know what? Right after I got done crying, I was like, the sun came out, because I realized this was my shot. This was what I believe somebody had done for me what I could not do for myself. And that was take that leap of faith and say, I can do this. And that's the kind of vision that I want to inspire with my team and my coaches, is that you're not stuck. You don't have to be stuck. Now, hopefully you're not going to be like me and wait until the whole entire rug is ripped out from underneath of you and you're in a state of like panic. Start building your dream today. Start building it now. While you have other options, while you've got a little bit of wiggle room, a little cushion, start doing that now. But still go all in. Still go all in and commit to it. That's my recommendation for coaches that tell me, I want what you have. And I say, you got to go all in. And I teach you how to do that. Our coaches teach you how to do that, how to build this business on the time that you have. And it really 1 to 2 hours a day is what you need to be able to commit to start building the foundation for your business. So it's kind of like working out. You think you don't have the time until you realize that you do. I mean, you do have time for the things that are important in your life. So let's go back to learning more about Beachbody. I already mentioned that your business is turnkey. Well, here's some other really exciting things about the business. There are no inventory requirements. So there's no minimum purchase requirements. So you don't have to procure payment. You don't have to ship product. Everything is handled for you. So it's really as simple as your business is this. You're sharing about the products, and we teach you how to do that. Believe you me, we do, because I didn't know how to use Facebook to build a business until I started doing this. And I can tell you this too, that 99.9% of my business is people I didn't know before I became a coach. They're people just like you that I met right here on Facebook or YouTube or Instagram. Because remember, I don't have a large social circle, and I'm a raving introvert, which I know is hard to believe. But see, here I am in my room by myself. I'm still by myself, but I'm talking to you guys, and that's cool. I love doing this. So your business is turnkey. You don't have to bear any of the responsibilities except for sending your customer to your website, and they purchase it from you, and then the rest is handled for you. And like I said, the thing about selling is this. There's a lot of other companies that are, if you're wanting to make some extra money, There's a lot of other companies, direct marketing, multi-level marketing, whatever you want to call it. Yes, that's what this is. They sell candles or makeup or eyelashes or cookware or chip dip or bags or jewelry. There's all kinds of other companies. And a lot of them are very legitimate, good companies. They've been around for ages, have a great reputation. But here's the deal. I would never do one of those companies because I don't like to sell stuff. And I don't want to sell, I certainly don't want to try to convince my friends, because it's mostly selling stuff to your friends, to buy stuff that they really don't need. But, you know, we always buy, you know, when you get invited to a party, you always end up buying something. And I don't know about you, but when I come home from the party, I'm like, man, I would never spend that much money on stuff like that if I was on my own, but I did it because it was my friend. I don't know. That's just not me. I don't want to do that. That would not be a business model that I would want to stake my family's life income on, right? With Beachbody, again, like I started out saying, we are selling a lifestyle, if anything, and you are the main representative, right? You're the face of it. You know, what you say, what you do, how you act. You don't have to be perfect. Please don't. Please don't be perfect. That's boring. Nobody wants to follow somebody that's perfect. You don't have to be at your ideal fitness goals. Don't wait to start until you're a perfect size, whatever. Start now. Start now wherever you're at. If this is what you want to do, if you want to commit yourself to your own fitness goals, if you say, yeah, I like this idea. I like the idea of helping people live healthy and fulfilling lives and changing people's lives and making a difference. That's, for me, I know that was important. I wanted to make a difference. And I think that was part of why I was so dead inside prior, you know, because I didn't feel like I was making a difference in this world. You know, I used to think I could. You know, when we're kids, we think, oh, we're going to grow up and do great things. And I'm like, I'm growing up and I'm not doing what I thought I should be doing. So that's what Beachbody has allowed me to do. And that's what it can allow you to do. And if you really like that idea, like I said, it's time to get started. You know, if a lot of the common complaints or the common objections are, I don't have enough time. Well, this is what I ask you to do. I ask you to envision your ideal day, and not a vacation day, not where you're lounging on a beach with a cabana boy or girl, you know, serving you drinks. Your ideal day, just your ideal normal day. What would you be doing? How would you be feeling? Who would you be with? And then I want you to think about if what you're doing today is going to get you to that ideal day, to have that ideal day be something that is a part of your normal life. You know, for me, you know, it's waking up and, you know, being able to saunter downstairs and hang out with my doggies, and before my kids all leave the house and I become a complete empty nester, seeing my kids off to school, you know, sitting down in the morning while they eat their breakfast or serving them up some Shakeology and getting to have a few words with them. And then they go off to school and I have my workout time. I get to kind of hang out and I do a little bit of work, and then I get to, you know, hang out with my mom and my husband and my doggies some more, and I'm free to do what I want to do. I'm free to just, you know, go sit out on the back porch and soak up the sun. I can take a business call on my back deck if I want to. That's the kind of day that it's an ideal day for me. Now, there might be some other things like getting massages or mani-pedis and stuff like that, but I do that too. I mean, I can choose to do those things. So think about your ideal day, your ideal life, and how you're going to get there. Now, if what you're doing isn't going to get you there, then I urge you to think about the alternatives. Think about, if I was a Beachbody coach and I was earning an extra $500 a month, what would I do with that? In my current situation, how would I get an extra $500 a month? How long would it take me to get an extra $500 a month? You know, and have that conversation with your coach. You need to set those goals, right? So that your coach can help you. We call it reverse engineering. If you say, well, it would really make a big difference in my life to have an extra $200 a month, then we're going to help you figure out, okay, here's what you need to do that, right? And then we're going to work on that. We're going to give you those tools. And that's the thing with Beachbody, when you sign up as a coach, you get access to all of your online training tools. But as a member of our team, one of the most successful teams in the company, the most successful team in the company, our upline, like I said, Christine Dwyer, Hillary Kelly, they have led the way. They've received leadership awards and superstar diamonds. So we definitely have a great history on our team. Great genealogy, I should say. But we also have developed our own training. So you're going to get, as soon as you sign up as a coach, you'll get a welcome email that gives you your getting started right steps. You're going to get added to your coach's team Facebook page. You're going to get access to our Coach Basics training. You're going to get access to any kind of specialized training that we do, any special workshops on social media, on building your brand, on how to talk to people. All of that, you all get that. You're not going to just be turned loose to figure this out by yourself. And that, again, is the value of being a part of a strong team, is you don't have to recreate the wheel. That takes time, that takes energy, and chances are your first attempt at it aren't going to be as good as the 100th attempt that we've already put into it. So that's another great benefit about joining our team, is you're going to have the resources that you don't have to recreate that wheel. In our training, we're going to teach you how to build your business through social media. We're going to teach you how to expand your circle of friends. It's not as difficult as you think, believe you me. We're going to teach you how to share your own experiences, how to create posts on Facebook that people want to see, that inspire people, that make people feel good, that share what you're going through. We're going to teach you how to run online challenge groups, right? And that is not as hard as you might think either. In fact, there's actually guides in our Coach Online office that give you, here's what to post every day for each of our workout programs. 21-day fix, Insanity Max 30, size. So again, you don't have to recreate the wheel. We're also going to teach you how to take the time that you have to use it most productively. We have what we call a power hour, a daily activities list. Boom, 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 boom. Go down these things, do these things, boom. You've built your business for that day, right? It's simple activities. That doesn't mean it's always easy, because you still do have to carve out the time to actually do them. We're also going to teach you how to be your best you, and that includes mentally and physically. We work a lot on personal development. In fact, it's one of our 3 vital behaviors, making you be a better person, having better thoughts, a more positive outlook on life. That's absolutely life-changing, as well as helping you be your best you with your physical fitness. You've got all these new friends that are coaches, and we are all here to help each other be successful. The things you don't have to be is, you don't have to be a fitness expert, don't have to be a nutrition expert, because we have experts that are putting these programs together. And that's the value that we bring, is that we're not experts. People can relate to you because you're just like them, right? You don't have to put in full-time hours to build a full-time business. Now, you can work hours and hours and hours, but we really want to teach you how to work smarter, not harder. And so I can tell you, I don't work 8 hours a day on this business, even with the size of the business that I have. So we're going to teach you how to be effective and productive with the time that you have. You don't have to be super outgoing or extroverted. Coaches come from all walks of life, and they come from all spectrums of the personality scale. I can assure you, for every personality trait that you think you have that would be a disadvantage in this business, I will show you a successful coach that has that. Whether you think you're shy, or whether you think that you aren't good at writing or speaking, or you're not creative, whatever all these things are that you tell yourself you're not, well, I'm telling you, that is not a roadblock to being a successful coach. You don't have to be at your ideal fitness. We've already talked about that. And you also don't have to have had an amazing physical transformation. I told you a lot of my transformation was more mental. I mean, I wasn't overweight, but I needed to become stronger and healthier. So I don't have these amazing before and after pictures, but that's okay, because I'm still a real person. I can still relate to the struggle that we all have on trying to live a healthy and fit lifestyle. And you don't have to be good at sales. In fact, if you are good at sales and you love to sell, you probably don't want to be a Beachbody coach, because we don't do that. And if you're salesy, then people don't. This is about people's health. This is about people's lives. And you need to build relationships with people. You're not just here to sell them stuff, and they will know if you are trying to do that. And coaches that approach it that way oftentimes have to pull back and say, okay, this isn't that kind of thing. I can't just do sales. I need to build relationships. I got to care about people. And that's what I love about this, is it has truly helped me become a more compassionate person. And I feel like I am more open and not as introverted as I used to be, just because I feel a connection with so many of you that I've met on Facebook. So the one thing you do have to be is teachable. You have to be willing to invest some time. The thing that I tell all my coaches, this was the biggest advice that I got that I think has led to my success, and that is do what you're told to do. I've always done what I was told to do by the successful leaders on our team, because if it's working for them and they say this is the path to success, then why would I doubt that? Why would I try to reinvent my own wheel? You can try, but I can tell you, you're going to come back and you're going to do it the way you're told to do, and you will be successful. I guarantee it. And I have coaches tell me that all the time. They're like, dang, Deb, when I did what you told me to do, it worked. I'm like, really? Who knew? You also need to build relationships. And, if you think you're not good at that, just give it a try. Again, we give you a lot of tools on how to kind of open up and how to talk to people, how to ease into those conversations. But most of it, you're just going to be you, and you at your best. And whatever, you are amazing already. You have so much to offer and so much to share. You have a story that people need to hear and want to hear and will be inspired by. I guarantee it, because every single one of us has stuff, and every single one of us has a story. And that's what being a Beachbody coach is all about. So one more thing to think about. If you were walking down a street and you saw somebody that had fallen down, would you reach down and offer them a hand, or would you just walk on by because you might be afraid they would reject you? Chances are you would reach down and offer your hand to help them up. That's what we do as Beachbody coaches. We help people. When we see somebody that needs a hand, we reach out our hand and say, would you like some help? And sometimes they may say no. Sometimes they may say not now. But sometimes they may say yes. And even if you change that one person's life, that makes a big difference. It makes a big difference to that person. So I invite you to give this some thought. We would love to welcome you to our team. If you feel like you have these difference maker qualities inside of you, that you just really want to make a difference in life, like to have more fun with what you're doing, more positivity, make some extra income, that would be super cool, right? If these things all intrigue you, then I ask you to reach back out to the coach that referred you to this webinar and ask them how you can get signed up right away. I know they will be following up with you as well, but we definitely look forward to welcoming you to our team and welcoming you to the Team Beachbody community. Thanks for joining us, you guys. Night, night.